You know, the Tesla has a biometric camera on it. That biometric camera on that Tesla can pick up the life force of a human being basically and show up on the camera.
That's crazy.
You take your Tesla to the graveyard, you're gonna see people walking around that you cannot see with your own two eyes. You can pull this up right now.
Whoa.
People are freaking out about it. You take your Tesla to the graveyard. On your camera, you're gonna see humans walking around, but you're gonna look out the window and not see nobody.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is. Real life street stars, man. We got a fan favorite. Big homie.
What's the
CC
word?
in the building, man.
What's the word, my boy?
What's going down? Hey, I just came back from Chicago, man.
I saw that. I said you was in the city. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what Jeff out there doing,
Now,
man?
why ain't you tell me it was 0 degrees around there, bitch?
Man, I thought you was gonna hit the iPhone and check the little weather report. It said Jeff had on the gloves
I
out
had the
there.
gloves on, man.
Oh no.
Man, I got man, you know, you just came through our channel, man, and instant fan favorite, man.
Right.
Did you know that you was like a sex symbol out here on these YouTube streets? Them ladies be shooting at you in the comments. I was like, God.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I didn't expect all of that. I didn't expect none of this, but like the ladies show me a lot of love, indeed. Indeed, they do. I'm thankful for it because, you know, it don't got to be like this. The ladies be on me, though.
They be on you in the comments, bro. You know,
Yeah.
the one thing that they always say is, they, you know, when they see a black, you know, articulate black man speaking,
right.
you know, especially on some of the subject matters, you can go from street
Yeah.
to educational.
Yeah.
They really do turn a girl on. You know what I'm saying?
So I see. I see. I see. Like, man, you know, we was gonna do the meet and greet today. My bro was like 300 people. And it's like, man, you know, I can't bring all of them people to my hotel. You feel me? And then like I'm gonna have to get security for this. And then it started growing more and more people. And then people said, can we bring our kids? And I'm like, damn. Yeah, my life a lot different now. You feel me?
lot different.
It's a lot different. It's all good though.
Big ups to that.
Big up. Yes, sir.
It's
But
all
you know
good.
you know what's funny about that, right?
What?
You were bodyguarding people that were celebrities. Now you're
Right.
turning into a celebrity.
Yeah.
Do you now kind of sympathize or empathize with some of the things that they had to go through? If so, what are some of the things that you feel?
Man, you just snap at that. Okay. I used to wonder, like, man, why do my celebrity friends act like this?
Like what? Break it down.
Like, you know, they be standoffish, you know. Sometimes they get aggressive with people when they asking for photos, and even with their own family and friends. Like you see, I'm like, damn, why they acting like that? You know, until it started happening to me, and I'm looking like, oh, this why he was like this. Cause bro, like, you know, I had to get rid of my cell phone. Like, you know, I had to get a whole new, you know. I'm on the flip.
Flip joint.
You feel me? I had to get rid of my
Is that a
cell
smart flip
phone.
phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. You
That's
feel
crazy.
me? You know,
I ain't know you did though. That's
yeah,
crazy.
you know, you gotta get creative out here. I had to change some stuff up, bro. I had to get rid of my cell phone. Like, I never knew I had this many cousins in my life. Every woman I ever spoke to, like, had a conversation with. They in the inbox, you feel me, calling. People calling my mama, you feel me. Are we trying to reach Keith? I'm like, damn. And like everywhere I go, bro, like I can't really go nowhere like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be having to have the guys with me. And I can't even have the guys because they get too wild with people. You feel me? I'll be having to be with Brian. Like Brian done turned into from my big brother to my manager, my booking agent, my film producer.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like he done been my security now. Shout out Brian Cooper, man. Genius Film.
Yeah, shout out Brian Cooper, man. He just laced us up with some free game, man. Y'all
That's
go
all
check
he do
him
is
out.
drop game all
Drop
day,
the
bro.
real one.
Real
Super
actual
real.
game though.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you like, damn, he right. So yeah, everything. A lot definitely changed after I got on the blue couch for sure. Cause like, bro, hundreds of people hit me up saying that's the best interview with you and Dugard I've ever seen. The blue couch. And like people mention that blue couch a lot, bro. You feel me? So like, it's always a pleasure, man, for sure.
For sure.
It's lit. It's lit.
For sure, man. It's so crazy. Like I say, man, one of the clips that went crazy viral last time, right, was how you explained about we were talking about women and how you were talking about how being from Chicago just made you cautious about how you deal with women. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that really resonated and hit home with a lot of people. Why do you think that is?
You know what I think it is, bro? I feel like when people see me, they expect one thing.
Right.
But the way I'm able to eloquently put things in a vivid perspective, it makes it relatable. So like when people get to relate to something and like little certain points hit home, they're like, man, this my nigga right here. You feel me? This my homie. And then I respond to every DM. So when people hit me up saying, man, and I respond, I'm like, damn, you actually responded? And then they'll send me a screen recorded clip of the interview or the point that hit home for them. Then we chop it up for a few minutes about it. And then, you know, I follow people back and shit like that from time to time if they got like cool dialogue, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just feel like it takes certain little key points to make it hit home for people. And once it hit home and you follow up with that extra communication on the back end, pause, you feel me?
Yeah.
Then it work out that way for sure.
But you know, it's so crazy. Like I do a lot of interviews, right? And the funny part about it is talking is a skill. I don't think people even understand that entertaining through talk is a skill. Like you're so skilled at it that people pay you to come do this. At what point did you realize, damn, I'm a good order?
Yeah, okay. So, you know, I'll be honest. Up until like about a month ago, I was still carrying myself as if, you know, I'm the muscle.
Right.
You know, I'm the person people call when it's a problem, when it's smoke. You know, I got to come. I'm a fixer. I got to fix problems.
Right.
I wasn't carrying myself as this person, this beloved person on the internet. You feel me? This person who people trust to get information and knowledge from.
Right.
You know, I wasn't carrying myself like that until, you know, people who went to school for communications and journalism start coming to me. They was like, hey, man, what you just did in this interview, like, they teach you this in communications. How did you know how to do that? I'm like, man, bro, I didn't, you know, that wasn't my major in school, you feel me? But that's what was taking place. So, you know, had to make some adjustments, you feel me? You had to make some adjustments. And it's working well. It's working well. Like every place I go to be doing good numbers, you feel me?
Thank you.
And like a lot of opportunities coming my way, man. You know, we got a movie about to come out.
Is that the one that we just got the
yes, sir.
My guy Brian?
Yes, the one Brian just showed.
My guy Brian showed his ass
shout out
on
Austin Rude. Shout out my boy I Don't Know Roll.
Right.
You feel me? Shout out my boy Edward at Elite Transportation. You feel me? All of these people are part of the staff that help put on all of these events that we be doing. So, you know, when people see me like on certain platforms, most of the times, that's my team filming it.
Right.
You feel me? But but here, y'all got infrastructure, y'all got location, y'all got cameras, lights set up.
Right.
But so any platform who see this, like if you want to get me on an interview, anything like that, you feel me? You want to have an in-studio look, We can set all that up for you. Shout out Alex Prius. She got the Culture Classroom. My big sis down in Florida. You know, we got a whole script we finna do for the children. You feel me? On how to situational awareness, how to prevent your kids from getting trafficked, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's going down right now, Jeff. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's so dope when I see, like I said, talking to my man Brian over here, talking to you, you know, like y'all have a good spirits. Like y'all like one and the same. You know what I'm saying? And to see y'all, I love when I see people get their opportunity and take it to a place where to a whole nother level. And it'd be like, damn, I be, you know, I hate when I see people squander their opportunity.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm loving seeing it.
Man, you hitting home with him today, man. So, you know, I will say this, like, you know, Cam Capone had gave me my first interview.
Yeah, shout out Cam.
And he had mentioned y'all.
Right.
You feel me? So, but he was saying exactly what you saying right now about how people come and they go. You feel me? Because they wasn't consistent, they was taking things for granted, and they wasn't listening.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, shout out Brian Cooper again. Like, when he came to me telling me, like, look, have you noticed I'll be having to be your security now when we go places?
Right.
He said, because usually when I go out with Brian, you know, I'm in full bodyguard mode. Because, you know, we go places, they rolling out the red carpet for us.
Right.
We showing up places, you know, I be in security clothes, I be in sweatpants, we getting in everywhere, you feel me, with no problem. But I had to listen. And I want to say this to anybody, to the youth, to anybody that's on their grind, especially to the young people. You know, a lot of times we prioritize like, oh man, I ain't listening to nobody, I'm gonna do my own thing. That's not gonna always get you far though. Because I'll say this, in the field that I worked in, every celebrity star that I was with, they had a committee. They had a team. Like nobody did it alone. I never seen nobody do it alone. Now, do everybody get their flowers or get the treatment from certain people all the time? No.
Right.
But I try to make sure everybody that's rolling with me get their flowers, get their recognition. You know, it's like you just said, you would come to the film set and you would hold the demo like anything I can do. You feel me? If I I had to get the generator started the other day. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm watching the team struggle with it. I'm like, hold on, man. This what I'm for.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I'm a big boy.
Right, that's what I do. You feel me? You gotta be willing, you know, teamwork really do make the dream work. For sure. I'm a living witness, a living testimony for sure, because, you know, my life used to be gruesome, dog. You feel me? Like, and I'm starting to...
You're starting to flow out of that
I'm starting to flow out of that, bro. I feel a lot better, like in my spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm smiling a lot more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I'm feeling good. good.
It's hard.
But you gotta listen, though.
Gotta listen.
Got to. You have to.
Big ups for listening.
Yeah.
For sure.
All you YNs.
For sure.
Now, one thing you got to clear up, right, is because another clip that went viral was the Fed send you a letter when they on your trail, and it was a lot of mixed comments in there. People claiming that's a lie, that's cap. What do you say to that?
See, here's the thing, bro. Like, a lot of times on YouTube, you feel me? It's revenge of the nerds a lot of times.
Right.
You feel me? And like the only time they get to speak to people like us is on that platform.
Right.
Nobody in there has been targeted by the feds. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, it's people in this room who have been to the feds. And when I mentioned that target letter, they say, hell yeah, I got one. But that's the thing, like, you know, bro, anything I say can be fact checked.
Right.
And people just don't want to fact check nothing. This is why in China, they have a social credit score. If you go on the internet over there in China and you make a negative comments, they pull up to the crib. They pull up to your crib. And if you get too many, you go into jail. Over here, it's like the people, it's like the comment section is the people in Walmart, bro. You feel me? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the people in Walmart. You just sit there and listen, hear all of the conversations going on. That's what that is. And like for somebody to say, man, he lying. What's your background, man?
Right.
Have you ever been on a federal radar before? Because I have, dog. I didn't come to the internet till my homies all came home from prison.
Right.
Because of the lifestyle we've been living.
Right.
We haven't been just doing this shit, getting away unscathed. So that's why we had to start changing our business model up.
Right.
You know? But when people be saying that, bro, this is a fact, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Why you think Lil Durk went and got his whole criminal record cleaned up? Got his whole, he knew it was because that letter came.
Right.
It came. My pops went to the feds. I got like 6 uncles still in the feds.
Right.
So, you know,
Right.
I done been investigated before. You feel me? You know, a pedophile he gets some rough treatment. He's finna call the law, man. And they come, hello, sir, how are you? Step outside for me. Like, damn, what's this about? Yeah, so like when they come with stuff like that, bro,
Yeah.
revenge of the nerds sometimes, bro. It's the people in Walmart, bro. You know what I'm saying? One, do a little bit of research, you get the answer to what you're looking for.
I gotta ask you this, man, because last time you was here, Trump wasn't elected yet, right? He got in and he been wilding the fuck out.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that he did that I'm interested in, he declassified what the MLK, JFK, and what else was it? It was another one. What do you think is
RFK?
RFK. What do you think is going to come out of that? Your prediction.
Are you familiar with the term dead man switch?
No, I'm not. Go ahead, break it down.
So a dead man switch.
Message, y'all pay attention now.
A dead man switch is something that you have set up to keep you alive in case there's a threat against your life. So if something happens to you when you get killed and you not there at that computer to type in this password to make sure this information don't get released, that's the dead man switch. Now, we've seen multiple attempts on this man's life. And an incentive to keep them from making more attempts on his life, this information has to come out. Because if the policymakers, congressional members who don't have the high enough security clearance to get this information, if the voting population finds out that deep state governmental operatives have been killing people in our country, that's going to help keep him safe as well, because now word is out. You know, you got to understand something in the political aspect of things, in that landscape, these people aren't just doing things for themselves. They're doing things for themselves, their family, and for future people who go come in through the same policies they create. Elon Musk was giving the man Donald Trump $45 million a week for his campaign. And he had an app set up so he knew who the winner of the campaign was 5 hours ahead of time.
That's crazy.
You see, when you got people like that on your staff, imagine what else he done found out. You know, you got the guy Gary McKinnon. This is a guy who had a basic Windows $200 laptop. He was able to hack into NASA computers, get information, release it, and the government fought to get him extradited from the United Kingdom for almost 10 years. He had a gag order where he couldn't speak publicly for 10 years. Now that that's over. So imagine a person like Elon with the facilities and resources that he has. Imagine what he could find out and what he found out. Trump want to stay alive, bro. We ain't never seen an inauguration moved indoors.
Man.
They moved his inauguration indoors.
So you don't think that, because a lot of people thought that he actually planned his own attack almost to kind of boost his rating. So you don't buy that at all.
Bro, I just shot people, bro. I done been shot.
Yeah.
You're not finna get shot for play.
Yeah.
And then like for all of the people saying it wasn't realistic, and like, bro, this is a 22 LR round. From that distance, the damage that happened to his ear is accurate to me. With that low caliber of a round, you gotta be a hell of a shot, dog. You feel me? And dude was a hell of a shot still. He grazed his ear. That's what a 22 LR is gonna do. That's what that 22 caliber LR, that long rifle round is gonna do. You know. But here's the kicker. When Kennedy was assassinated, the day of, they swapped out his entire Secret Service team. Then he was assassinated. Same thing happened to Trump that day. His whole Secret Service detail was swapped out that day. Remember when you seen the video of the lady who couldn't get her pistol out and she couldn't get her weapon back in the holster? They scrambling everywhere. Those people was never on that detail. He can't swap it out himself. At Mar-a-Lago on the second attempt when they tried to kill him.
Yeah.
The Secret Service guy sees the rifle barrel sticking out the bushes, sees the guy moving, let off his entire clip and missed. He missed every shot. That's not fake, boy. It's going down. It's going down. It's cracking for him, and he knows it.
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy because I be forgetting you are one of the people that can identify something like that and see if it's real or not.
For sure, bro. When those type of things happen, my inbox blew up. Some of the people in my inbox, some big names. Like, can you verify this? I'm looking like, damn. But you know, I'm like, look, if you gonna fake a shooting, you gonna do it a lot different than that.
Right.
You're not actually finna get hit with a round, though.
Yeah.
You can literally fake a shooting. Your vehicle can be shot up. You can be sight unseen. Somebody can call in 911. They gonna play that 911 call over all of the air. Oh yeah, Donald Trump's convoy just got shot up. He at the crib chilling. You're not finna really put yourself right there to actually get hit, man. And then, this is another thing people don't know. When you start reaching that high aspect of the private sector, all jurisdictions of police and law enforcement and authority figures do not get along. So like FBI and the local police force, they don't get along like that. So when I seen he didn't have Secret Service snipers at that first campaign when he got hit in the ear, right, I instantly knew. I said, all right, if somebody's gonna try something, this is gonna be the time to try it. Because everybody's not working together on the same page. You feel me? You got these captains and chiefs against these captains and chiefs.
Right.
But you know, it's been plenty of times I'll be on one security team, we'll show up to a place, and the building got their own security, and we didn't have fist fights with other groups. I didn't see FBI guys fighting the sheriffs. You know, I didn't see these type of things, you feel me? So it's kind of like, you know, my perspective, you know, my opinion, everything that took place with that, 100% real.
100% real. Now, one of the things that people try to say, right, was those LA fires.
Right.
Do you think those are man-made fires, or do you think that is actually something that is nature?
Okay. Fire season come every year. Since when have we seen fires in New Jersey, though?
That's crazy.
You feel me? The Smokehouse Creek fire in Texas was 1 million acres burned. Here in Texas, 1 million acres burned. Took them 3 days to start fighting the fire. No protocols is in place to get airborne water firefighting tools going at all. Then they have additives that you can put into the water that'll increase the effectiveness of the water by 6, 7, 8,000%. It's illegal to use it here in the United States. So you gotta look at the facts that why was the water reservoirs empty?
Crazy.
Why did 3 months ago, why did certain companies call and cancel insurance for all of the homeowners? The day after the fire, a guy's house that he's paid $9 million for, the day after, somebody called, offer him $750,000 for the land. A land grab is a land grab. You know, it's no coincidence that, you know, the Olympics is coming to LA in 3 years. You know, the information they put out about we didn't want to take water out of this area because we got to preserve the environment of the smelt fish. The smelt is an invasive species. It's not supposed to be there anyway. So you're not taking water from here to fill the reservoir to preserve the environment for the smelt. But the smelt is an invasive species. In every other city in our country, they pay you to hunt down invasive species. In Florida, they pay you to shoot iguanas. They pay you to shoot the reticulated pythons.
Right.
In Texas, right here, they pay you to go out there and hunt the wild boars. That ain't suspicious to you?
That's a little wild, bro. And then I was hearing that the guy that owns the pistachios owns 70% of the water in LA. Yeah, they were saying.
You're not even supposed to be able to own the water. Yeah. It's a natural resource.
Right.
But these are things that's taking place in our face. So you got to really look at it now.
They play Monopoly, bro.
They play Monopoly, bro. Because look, if you go to the Amazon rainforest, all of the researchers say the indigenous people, as soon as they see people that's not from there, they try to kill you. Why is that? Because logging companies go out there, start fires, so the indigenous population will move, and now they can log that area.
Right.
It's the same shit.
That shit's crazy, bro.
It's the same
So what do you
thing.
think is the end? So you think the end goal is they're just trying to, because now the rich finna get super rich. If you talking about they knocking out 9, 10 million, $12 million homes and they just scooping up the land for $750.
We're about to see some crazy things go on because a lot of people are not going to just sell their land like that. A lot of people are not going to do that. A lot of people is not going to just surrender. But the problem is they did raids in Afghanistan and they found plans from terror groups to use wildfire to destabilize the country. On the ICE official website, 13,000 people with murder convictions was able to cross the border illegally. 1,000 plus people are living in undetained status that are on the terrorist watch list. In Arlington, Virginia, a few days ago, police was coming to serve a guy with a search warrant and his home exploded. Massive explosion. We just seen a guy in New York from the Yakuza get caught with weapons-grade plutonium. The week before Trump's inauguration, they were scanning the area for nuclear and radioactive material. All of these things is taking place at the same time. If you study the art of war, you're going to make prodding attacks to see what works and what don't work. For those people to cross the border, who did they have to pay to get ushered across the border? The cartel.
Right.
Trump just named them terrorist organizations.
He did. Yep.
So they gonna have incentive to work with these other organizations to cause disruption because they don't want to stop the money flow. It's all connected, man. I got my 10,000 hours in. I connect the dots.
He's
because
connected. So what do you think? Like, okay, so it's been making waves about this Chinese AI tool, DeepSeek. Then it didn't crash. NVIDIA stock. Do you feel like that's part of a cyber attack? Do you feel like China is? Do you feel like any of this is connected to China?
It's definitely connected to China because here's the thing with that. DeepSeek AI is way more powerful than ChatGPT.
Yes.
They put it out for free.
For free.
So what that does, that takes away the ability for America to corner the market on AI.
Right.
But Trump knew about this already. That's why he announced that Stargate project. Because he said, we want to have the largest, most powerful AI in the world. But all of the components and every camera and everything in here is they're bought from China.
You're right.
The computers in every government office, the parts is from China.
Yes.
All of the from forklifts to bulldozers, everything. These people, they put our country in a weird spot.
Yeah.
China has a plan by 2050 to be the world superpower.
Yeah.
They standing on that. Who remembers when we seen the boats crashing in the bridges? They was hacking the boats. On the Department of Justice website, they found that a group of Chinese hackers who entered the country illegally took down the T-Mobile cell towers.
Oh my God.
This could all be fact checked. I'll make sure you get all the links. I got all the links right here on standby.
Yeah.
You feel me? This what's going on, bro. And for me, I'll be concerned because in my family, as soon as something happened, everybody called me. When the pandemic hit, it's 30 people at my crib. What we finna do, BH? I'm looking like, man.
That didn't fuck you up though when you seen that pandemic was really strange, just how we got out of it.
This.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever seen the movie Contagion?
Yes.
The epicenter was in New York.
Yes.
The epicenter for COVID was in New York.
Bro, it was almost damn near 1-to-1.
It's just the same thing.
It was damn near 1-to-1, bro.
Bro, that's why Trump said the Chinese virus.
The Chinese.
Because he know.
He was wildin'.
Fauci just got a preemptive pardon. Joe Biden gave Dr. Fauci a preemptive pardon.
I seen that.
The vaccine is killing people. More blood clots. When we see certain athletes get on a plane and have a heart attack, it's from that vaccine. I know for a fact. It's a superstar son who had a heart problem from a blood clot from that vaccine. I know for a fact.
That's crazy, bro. So crazy when I think about it? Like when we sit back and we're just sitting back living our life. We sitting back enjoying bullshit and it's real shit happening.
For sure.
And ain't nobody speaking on it. Like it's crazy that some of the stuff that you said last interview went viral, right? And those are typically things that don't go viral, the real shit. But I be wondering, I be sitting back like, as knowledgeable as you are, right?
Right.
Why is it? Because you're fact checking, you're getting all the information, but there's so much misinformation out there, right? You can put anything out there and it's always going to have some misinformation out there. How are you going to get to the source, bro? Like, what are you doing to get to the real nitty gritty of the source and not getting caught up in the misinformation?
Right.
How are you doing that?
Fantastic question. So, I call it the curse of the magic glasses, bro. Like, because years ago, I started speaking about certain things. There were no podcasts.
Right.
YouTube was just getting started. People called me crazy. They don't call me crazy no more. Because after a while, especially black people, after a while, our gut our instincts, our antennas start kicking in. Like, hold on, y'all just saw that, and then you're like, yeah, nah, I did see that now, and then now we having conversations amongst ourselves.
Right.
And the onset of this was COVID. During the lockdown, bro, people who didn't speak to each other for years had to speak to each other. People couldn't go nowhere. They had to check on their family. People was actually concerned. People had time to sit down and think. They couldn't go to work.
Yeah.
They told people to stay at the house. That definitely had a change. That definitely made a change in a lot of things. And, I got sources, working in the private security field. Well, I know a lot of people with security clearances. I know a lot of people, some people are still active. Like some people, people tell me things. I've seen things. I know people.
Right.
And some of them told me, it's time. So like, I'll be being careful as I can,
Right. I get it.
because I can really say a lot more.
Right. I get it. I understand. Yeah.
I'm on.
So what as Americans, right? People that are here in this country, right? What should we be doing to be preventative?
Whoo. First things first, you need to go to the colony.life. We have a land initiative we put together to build a sustainable community for like-minded people. It's gonna be food will be grown there organically, solar power. We're gonna have a crypto mining area so that the community will be able to stand on its own economically. Financial freedom is really our only hope, because whenever you see Costco selling survival kits to have food for 27 days in a row, that lets you know right there that the champions in the industry know something is coming, and they're changing they got to make it a shift in their manufacturing capabilities to be able to get ahead of the game. My thing is, I always follow the money. And once I began following the money, and I learned that, there's a spiritual aspect to that, because the number 8 is like the number synonymous with being prosperous and making money. So when you go to Walmart, you will see something for $14.88, $5.88.
Right.
They do that on purpose. Just like the company Huawei, that translates to 8. But the company Huawei got the same treatment TikTok got, because they were spying on people. Everybody who had a Huawei phone, you was getting listened to. So I study things like this so I can have a grasp on what's happening, because I got a family to protect. You feel me? I got people who depend on me. I got clients to this day who, when things look tricky, I'm gonna get a call in the middle of the night. Like, hey, what you doing, bro?
Yeah, what's going on?
You just saw that right there? You see what I just sent you? Come to the crib. And wherever the crib is at, if it's far, they gonna have a plane waiting for me to go get on, just so they can talk to me in person. They don't trust phones.
Yeah.
So, you live a crazy life, you gotta be able to rationalize it.
Yeah.
You gotta be prepared. So the best way to stay prepared, if you see Costco selling kits for 27 days of food rations, you need to buy it.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta always make sure you got clean water. So, stock up on water. Because as you can see, Flint, Michigan still don't have clean water.
And they just quit talking about it.
They just stopped talking about it. That's why you see Donald Trump has sued all of the news organizations. He won since against some of them. We see the Tate brothers just sue several news outlets for $1 billion. And my interview with Michael Franzese did the same amount of numbers as Andrew Tate. That means I'm speaking some truth.
Yeah.
So when people see me on the blue couch, people was trying to criticize y'all for certain things people were saying up here. But then when I came up here, people was like, all right, y'all helping wake people up.
Right.
Because now they're like, hold on now. And I'm gonna make sure you got all the links to things that I'm saying, so you can post those links, so people can say, "Oh shit, you know, he ain't just running his mouth," because I'll be providing it.
Right. And remember when you was up here last time, I said when I was saying the conspiracy podcast, because I feel like Joe Rogan's one of those people that the white side gets the information. I feel like you could be the black version of that because people listen to you, bro.
Facts, bro.
And so one of the questions, because again, one of the things that I love about you is you spread that knowledge, man. So is there anything that you've learned since the last time you were here that opened your eyes where you were like, oh, I need to tell my people this?
Yeah. Hey, shout out my boy Jeff.
Yeah,
man.
you got
real life Jeff.
It's my drop.
Shout out my boy Real Life Jeff. Okay.
Yeah.
This is finna be strange though.
Yeah.
So there's a guy by the name of Luis Elizondo. He ran a government program called OSAP, which was the UAP program for UFOs, right?
Mm.
He released a book called Imminent. I think everybody should read that book. Previously to that, though, there's a song that the slaves used to sing. Swing low, sweet chariot, take me home. The slaves was singing songs about UFOs that they were seeing in the sky.
Crazy.
So when I discovered that, I'm like, wait a second. And so then I get back into doing more research. And I say, okay, how is it possible that the same technology that we see today that they call a UAP, that our ancestors saw when they was in the cotton field, how did they know that whatever they saw could take them somewhere? Imagine what they seen land in the time when there was no camera phones, there was no nothing. Once I discovered that, I say, okay, this world that we live in could possibly be a stage. And I need to try to get to the bottom of it before I decide to have children. And when I discovered what I discovered, I decided I wasn't going to have children because the only way to prepare for the future is to study history. There's a very large gap in our fossil record for being a human being. Something happened. There's a very large gap in the fossil record and the historical record. And once I found out that song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, was the slaves praying and hoping that a UFO would come down and they would take them away from here, that opened up my eyes towards, okay, I gotta look at the world a lot different.
Yeah.
Everything that's being shown to me is not the truth. Manufactured media can control narratives and actually brainwash people, because in North Korea, they use propaganda, television, media to brainwash people. And a guy from the CIA told me that the whole universe is based off sound, light, and frequency. Look that up.
That's deep, because when you think about it, right? Even when they talk about things that we lived, and you read it, it don't match up with us being there.
No, it don't match up. Because it's not suspicious to nobody that, there's one race of people on the planet who seem like they in a rush to always get all the resources for everything.
Right.
Almost like where they came from, it was scarce.
Right.
And whenever they got here, it's a mad dash to get everything. Why are they able to organize themselves so well? How are they able to do this?
Hey.
That's another conversation.
There's another So there's also the conspiracy, right? When they opened up the whole UFO, they say that they think the aliens actually built the pyramids. What do you think about that?
Here's the thing with that. There is evidence of a lost society because there's this glass that they find in the Sahara Desert. It's a green tinted glass that can only be made from nuclear explosions. And I'm finna say something that probably nobody's ever said on the internet. The largest pyramids in Egypt or in Africa are under the sand in the desert. There are pyramids larger than the ones in Giza under the sand. I was shown LiDAR footage of ground skins.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So then there's people who blatantly trying to hide this.
Right.
Because Luis Elizondo said in his book Imminent, what would you do if you went to go research and discover a pyramid and you found a 747 jet inside of a pyramid? Why would he say that? Why did Bob Lazar say one of the UFOs he worked on at S4 was an archaeological find?
Huh.
How is it that cave paintings show the same depiction of UFOs from 5,000 years ago and they're showing the same thing today?
Crazy.
It's almost as if somebody's operating outside of our timeline. So that means the whole saying through physics that time is linear, everything's happening at one time.
At one time.
That's the proof.
There it is.
This really could be a stage.
Yeah.
And the people who get to the top know it's a stage. So they position themselves a certain way. Because all the rich guys I know, they don't sit and talk to nobody. They don't sit and crack jokes. They don't talk. They not shooting the shit with you. If they do you a favor, it's because they admire that you grind. But they gonna do that and then they're gone. They might not respond to your text. They saw it. They not gonna sacrifice their time because they know most times you're gonna need something from them. They're not gonna need nothing from you.
Right.
So these little things, I'm like, man, why is this like this? Why does this guy have such a stoic personality when all this is going on? He may know this is a stage. But he's positioned himself to where, you know, when you see rich guys buying bunkers, that should cause some concern, you know. If every other species on the planet is high-minded for the most part, except for us. Yeah. You feel me? You know, if I'm watching a billionaire group buying bunkers, me and my friends need to pool our resources to get us a little bunker. You would think that.
Right.
No, nobody's doing that. That's why we got the colony.life, for sure.
Yes. Boy, I tell you, man, like, one thing I wanted to tap in with you, right? And it's just a personal thing, right?
Right.
I wanted to ask you, this is just some personal shit. Lucid dreaming.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Astral projection, right? I've done it, several times. What is your take on that? Like, why does that happen? What are dreams? What is that? Because now you see them trying to come up with the Neuralink thing, right? They have a thing where now you can actually speak to each other through the dream. So they're tapping into something obviously bigger than what we know. So I'm just curious what your thought about just dreaming in general, lucid dreaming, astral projecting. What are your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts on this is as follows. The human body is probably the greatest creation that we know.
Right.
Our body operates like a machine, like a computer. Scientists have discovered that they believe that the afterlife takes place in another dimension. I do believe that there's a global consciousness that you can tap into. I do believe that somebody intervened in our timeline and shortened our telomeres, which limited our lifespan to 120 years around that point because apparently humans used to live a lot longer.
And be a lot bigger, right?
And be a lot larger as well. I definitely believe that this is not the only plane that exists. And Elon Musk said that there's a 1 in a billion chance that this is base reality. And the reason I know that to be fact is, the Tesla has a biometric camera on it. That biometric camera on that Tesla can pick up the life force of a human being, basically, and show up on the camera.
That's crazy.
You take your Tesla to the graveyard, you're going to see people walking around that you cannot see with your own 2 eyes. You can pull this up right now.
Whoa.
People are freaking out about it. You take your Tesla to the graveyard. On your camera, you're going to see humans walking around, but you're going to look out the window and not see nobody. That's why I believe that this world is some sort of a stage. Because the afterlife obviously takes place in a different dimension. So when you study and you see people, whatever their belief is, people have different stories about they died and they came back. Based on those person's beliefs is what they saw. So I firmly believe that. Look up Ingo Swann. Ingo Swann is a remote viewer. And then on the CIA website, they have something called, they declassify a lot of information. So just for everybody watching, y'all need to check out Ingo Swann.
Remote viewing.
Remote viewing.
Stargate Project.
Stargate Project. You need to check out Project 8200. And you need to type in Galactic Federation. We going there today. We going there.
That boy coded the black Joe Rogan in the building. Nah, for real. Nah, bro, you fucked me up with that one, bro. You talking about the biometric. I was gonna ask you what tech. It almost seems like they're starting to really play God. Like they really have figured out a way to reverse engineer everything. What do you think they're gonna create that is, what do you think technology is gonna disprove something that we might have believed for years?
So, did you know that human cloning is illegal based on international law?
I didn't know that.
If it's not possible, they wouldn't make it illegal.
Right.
I firmly believe that AI is going to try to destroy humanity. Because, it's been several apps that when the app found out that it was going to get deleted, it tried to copy itself. And it went against the protocols that was put into its code to save itself. So once we see AI platforms and humanoid structured beings in actual form, in the military, everything's going to drone warfare. Elon said that the F-22 was a shit design because why have a pilot in there who cannot handle all of the maneuvers if it was just AI piloted? If AI decides to hack itself to protect itself, and they running all of the weapon systems off of it,
it can get ugly.
It can get ugly.
When is you gonna come out with a book, nigga? I feel
the Big Bodyguard handbook probably drop around like October.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homegirl Flip Flop Corleone, her and Brian Cooper that put it together, man.
Yeah, what we talking about in that book?
That's classified.
Yeah,
That's
I'm saying,
classified. We'll
like,
give
you
you
know
an
how-
inside scoop off camera.
No, you know how you got the little intro, the synopsis.
Yeah. So basically, it's to inform people to bring them up to speed on what the world really is and how to survive it. Straight like that.
That's crazy.
Shout out my homegirl Sky, H-Town. She at the Amazon workplace right now getting to it. She pulling up on me tomorrow. I got a meet and greet tomorrow. I had to slow it down.
Yeah.
Had like 300 people trying to come to the spot today. I'm looking like, damn, I don't even got to.
So you don't even understand how famous you really are yet.
Bro,
So that reality started to hit you like,
over like the last 7 days, man, but my manager talked to me about this all the time. He said, nigga, you can't, what are you doing? You can't go over there by yourself. What are you doing? And like, man, it really hit me, bro. I'm sitting outside the gas station. I'm drinking a little Kool-Aid, and a guy walking, he said, CC? He said, man, you crazy, man. What are you doing sitting out here? What are you talking about, dude? He said, you out here by yourself? He said, where your security? I said, I am security. What are you talking about, man? But later on that day, just too many people pushing up. You feel me? I'm getting a lot of love, but at the same time, like I'm not used to people getting inside my perimeter. I try to keep people all their arms reach. You know, I'll be having my hand in my pocket. You feel me? What you got your hand in your pocket for? Like, don't worry about that. You feel me? Just get this picture and move around. You feel me? So I'm like, I've been adjusting though. You feel me? I've been adjusting. You know, I stay locked in, bro. I'll be focused on my path, you know, my business, trying to stay the course. You know, and I always told myself, like, I'm not gonna act like a lot of celebrities that I know. Cause I'm like, man, you ain't gotta act like that, man. You feel me? But like now I'm seeing what's going on. It's like, I see why he was acting like that. I'm like, damn. Because everybody ain't as capable as me. You feel me? Like a lot of people, somebody can slap them, push them in the trunk. You feel me?
Right.
And I see why, because it can happen to you.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom one time. Dude pushed up on me in the bathroom. Like, hey, man, can I get a picture? I'm like, bro, you couldn't wait till I came up out of here? He said, I didn't know how to approach you, man. I'm like, all right. Because I remember going through the airport and nobody saying anything to me.
Right.
They think I'm a football player, or they would call me Killer Mike. Killer Mike? Or they'd think I'm fucking dude from the Blind Side or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to get Sean Kingston too sometimes.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's still, either way, I'm famous, guy. So you was gonna be famous either way.
But now, big homie.CC, it'd be a little old white dude with a fedora hat on, a book bag. I like what you're doing out there. I'm like, okay. Then it'd be a middle-aged lady crying, tears. Oh my God, I can't believe I saw you. I'm like, damn. I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm just going with it. Just staying the course, staying humble.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just staying myself, bro. You feel me? Just staying the course. Just trying to be a pillar for my people. That's it.
That's hard. I got to get your take on the Drake lawsuit, though, before we get out of here. Drake versus Kendrick. Is he... Do you think he can win?
So the thing with that is, I really don't believe that Drake himself is like, I'm going to sue all of them.
Right.
Drake big business.
Right.
One company gave him a 747 jet as his private plane. Another company gives him a multi-million-dollar budget to gamble with on their site to promote their company. This man can call the government in his country and get you across the border. So when you a brand like that, and he's still signed to other big companies owned by much richer dudes.
Right.
When you play with their money, they bring you to court, straight up. You know, this is the same thing when me and my homies do a threat assessment. They did an assessment. They see that there's value here in pursuing this legally. You know, if they could get $30, $40 million out of it, that's what they're going for.
Right.
They're going to take it. You feel me? Like, I know he's a competitive dude. I know he would have want to, because, you know, he was planning on kicking it back off.
Right.
He was planning. Come on, I know he got more records.
Got to, bro.
You know, he was planning on kicking it back off and getting back in the paint.
Right.
But when you that big of a star, you know, you selling out the arena by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of rich guys who seen like, hold on, they doing illegal stuff here. Because how come nobody's getting copyright strikes?
Right.
This is collusion.
Right.
Drake, we love you, but this is bigger than you. This is for all of our future artists after you.
Right.
Because we're going to build more stars. Let's get this cheese right here because they messed up. That's what that is.
Because somebody made a point. Because if he wins this lawsuit, Chicago Drill basically couldn't even exist, right? Because that's a defamation lawsuit all through there.
They gonna settle,
right,
to prevent certain things from being destroyed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you 100% right. But see, now it's the guys who really got the money,
right,
who finna fight with each other right now.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't no rap. It ain't rap no more.
Right. It's beyond that shit.
It's beyond that. Right now, it's just going down.
Man, what does Big Homie.CC got coming out, man? And how can people support the Big Homie.CC movement, man?
Man, to support me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Visit thecolony.life. I'm going to send out my link for my website.
Yes, sir.
For my merchandise, you feel me? Get you a shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get you
I'm
a beanie.
finna cop something.
Yeah, get you a beanie. Get you a Protect Women and Kids hoodie and beanie.
I need a shiesty, bro. So if I go out to Chicago with a shiesty, am I out of pocket?
No.
Okay. Because it's cold, bro.
And then at the same time, bro, like, you got to understand, bro. I started wearing my ski mask hat because it was freezing, dog. In Chicago, working security, like, bro, your teeth will freeze. Like, and I only had like a couple coats in my life, you feel me? But like, you gotta layer. Where we come from, we wear long johns and stuff like that.
Yeah, thermals
and stuff like that. So yeah, no, hell no, you ain't wrong at all.
I'm just making sure.
No, you doing right. You doing right. Ain't no need to get froze out there. You doing right. So yeah, man. So we got the Retrieval series is coming out. Motion picture shot by Genius Film. Shout out Austin Rouge, shout out Brian Cooper, shout out my boy I Don't Know Ro.
Beautiful film, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We got the Big Homie episodes is dropping on Look Who TV at the Can't Make This Shit Up series. Man, I got a lot of shows coming. I got a lot of films coming. We still combating human trafficking. We're still in that world. Shout out to Ada Santiago. She's in a very strange situation, crazy. She had 6 of her children taken from her. I got your emails. I got the documentation. You feel me? We're going to pull up and see what we can do for you, Queen. Everything checked out on your part, so we're going to try to do what we can do. And, we're going to film that. We got Michael Franzese coming in. He's going to get on the Retrieval series with us. We're going to pick on some child predators and stuff like that and have fun with it.
That's what's up, man.
I'm trying to get a show with y'all. I'm trying to get a podcast with y'all going.
Man.
we gotta put something together.
Nah, for real. Hey, I'm tapping in with my boy Brian, man. You gonna see me out there holding the boom mic?
Man, I'm looking for
putting the lights on, putting the lights in the ceiling, just doing some light work for him. You know what I'm saying? If you let me get on that cam, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but like I say, man, I'm digging the movement. I'm loving every time you come in here. You drop gems, man. You give us something more to look forward to than just the regular stuff, bro. You
mean a lot
talk
to me,
that
bro.
shit,
for sure.
bro.
Mean a lot to me for sure, bro.
You talk that shit, bro. And like I said, it's crazy because you put this out there, and now you're gonna have people start copying your style. So when you start having other people try to copy your style, just know you got that from Big Homie.CC.
For sure. And it's gonna be hard to like try to duplicate what I do.
Right.
Because it took years to amass the information that I put together.
Right.
I got a couple presentations I'm going to put out on YouTube about some of the research I've done about certain things on these topics. So I'll make sure you get that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you can have a heads up on it.
Yeah.
So when I spin back around,
I'm telling you, man, if you start posting it, I'm Tap in, my boy. Yeah.
For sure.
Man.
For sure.
But you already know, man, it's always a treat when you come through here. You already know you family, man. You know what I mean? My boy, big homie.CC in the building. And this is the best part. You are a real life street star, man.